bring it up a little more. Welcome everybody to the gaming address. Welcome. This is Crisis 169, first ever state of the gaming address of 2020. Um, Not to make fun of the State of the Union address, not at all. Um, but what are you talking about? Well, state of gaming as a whole. This is going to cover last year, 19, and on 2020. It's going to cover what is happening in the last, year, since 2019 to 2020. And it's going to cover best of my abilities what is going on. And we all know usual suspects, Anthem is trash and, stuff like that. But we're going to cover some other things, some things that you may not have understood, things that might actually happen that are pretty interesting. Like, for one, first off, get off in, we had a deadly tornado. First off, real serious note here. We had a deadly tornado in Nashville, Tennessee. It hit Putnam County, killed like 16 people there, killed people in Nashville as well. So 22 people lost their lives last night or this morning at 1 a.m. I know, tornadoes are a fact of life. If you're in the panhandle, it's kind of a, fact of life. But here in Tennessee, now they don't happen every day. So my prayers and thoughts go out to those who have been affected by it. And just, if when before you're eating dinner or going out somewhere, you might want to tell your family you love them a little more because you don't know what's going to happen, especially the crazy world we live in. So that out of the way, just send your thoughts and prayers towards Nashville, Tennessee, and also any other place. And now as this video is being shared throughout the days, months, weeks, and years, if you know of any other tornadoes or hurricanes, ice storms, whatever happens in the future, people do lose their lives to this stuff, and it's very, very, very bad, and that's something we have to look, understand as life. No, we're not guaranteed tomorrow, but then again, let's not sit there and dwell on it either. So, now I would say this was the end, but the end's pretty big. It's not big as that, but I'm gonna get that out the way so we can get on with it. It's sad day, but I'm still making my videos because I'm not gonna live in my room in fear because storms happen, terrorist things happen in the world. You can't live in fear. I'm not going to either. So enough said of that. The big surprise to me of this year, and probably last year too, actually, was actually the surprise turnaround of Battlefront 2. That's probably the elephant in the room people were talking about for the longest time. Of last 2019 going into 2020, now is EA going to pull the plug on Battlefront 2? Are they going to pull the front? Or no? Are they going to do this and the other? And surprisingly, no. I bought it. I did download it. Yes, and yes, I'm one of those assholes. Of course, it's rated M for mature. No kids allowed in this video, in this audience. No, yes, I'll admit, no, I'm one of those assholes that bought, 2 games digitally, I think 4 or 5 digitally. Red Dead 2, Resident Evil 2, Battlefront 2, even Tom Clancy Division 2, and I'll get to that here in a little bit too myself. But right now, the state of gaming is that the rest is that Battlefront 2 has seen a turnaround. People have voiced their opinions, and I wish EA would have took Anthem and did the same thing with them that they did with Battlefront 2. Now I understand Anthem, the whole different beast. Hell, the people working on it didn't freaking know what it was until they freaking I've even heard rumors of E3 press conference last year or year before that, or last year, that they actually knew what the hell Anthem was. They thought Anthem would be some kind of weird Battlefront first person, third person shooter thing. They didn't know it'd be some third person, flying around doing stuff. And I'm like, what the hell do you think you were working on for the last 7 years? Damn freaking Pac-Man or something. That's why I like to talk to people and try, take a little stick and poke them. Think they're alive, because that's the most dumbest thing I ever heard when I read that. from Polygon, and also IGN, and also IGN not being 100%, in my favorite right now, core category of places to go to for news. I would go to a bum on the side of the street corner or a bridge, in the middle of damn freaking, the South Bronx, 3 in the morning, ask somebody more information than trust somebody on IGN, and that's me though. It's like going to damn GameStop and trusting people, who know about games. You probably know more about games than they do who work there. And if you have friends who work there, I'm not trying to be rude and being serious. Okay, so now granted, the big thing is it turned around. It's actually playable. I mean, I'm like, holy shit, this is playable. I'm not getting mowed down by people with level purple damn friggin' cards. Day one, I pre-ordered that son of a bitch thing. I pre-ordered it and I went to GameStop and picked up because why? Because I'm a jackass. I went up there, and I went to a GameStop over at X11 single Walmart area in Clarksville. And I got the $80 version. Why? Once again, I'm a jackass. And I ran home, I popped it in there, and I played on PS4. You know what I got? Mowed down by somebody with three, what call them star cards or whatever you call them, purple cards. They went home and swiped their credit card and spent $200 more to get all that fancy stuff. Then these bastards EA turned it off when people started getting pissed off. So people like, what, think, screw this stuff. So and they left in droves. And I haven't played it ever since that time. It came out like 2-3 years ago at least. And but something happened. EA's like, you know what? EA's like, I have a thought. Let's actually do our jobs completely. Let's give the customer what they paid for. Wow, really? That's something brand new and exciting. It might actually work. And of course, it actually did. Those dumbasses EA, they kind of, we're gonna not milk our fan base anymore. We're gonna fix this game. I wish they fixed Anthem. I played Anthem a little bit. And it was an interesting game. Maybe about 20 minutes of it, but it was an interesting game concept. But not the Anthem. That's later on. In my despicable section of this address here. I got 2, 3, 4, about 2 pages at least. And not a very, very long address, but nothing. It's just a pilot to see if I want to do more of these. Every year I'll do an address. Right after the birthday of the Switch, because it seems proper to. And anyway, though, okay, okay. Sorry, but looking at that and looking how they turned around something that was loved by millions of people, and EA had gone effed it up every which way they could. They tried, they did everything they could to screw it up. They didn't care. Okay. And all of a sudden, they finally, let's have an idea. Let's not sit there and screw our customers. Let's actually give them something. Okay. And it brings me to the second game here. It's by Ubisoft. Um, Battlefront 2 is good, playable. All my stuff's been saved on when I played from the beta. So I didn't really lose anything. No, I think they actually gave me a bunch of I call them star cards, little cards for your characters, for your class cards. I like assault, and I love assault class. I love the heavy weapon. No, I'm heavy class, heavy weapon. I like the blasters, the machine, so I like that kind of stuff. I'm not a sniper, so I'm not, I like the running gun. It's better though. They add more modes. They have more thing called play anything. And it's like a loop of a battle you're playing constantly. And people getting like 240 eliminations. I had like 18, 20 of them. And both teams were just going completely crazy. And they go back and forth, and they change around stuff like that. So Battlefront 2 has done something good. So they were a F for me when I bought it 2 years ago. But now I'm gonna give them a grade of a C plus. They're passing. When I played a little bit, I started ranking up faster. Double XP is a little more available now every weekend. I'm doing believing. So that there is a good. I have right here, double XP, big plus. So they're helping out. They're trying to get people up there. And yes, you still get loot crates, but not gonna have any weapons in them and stuff. Mostly skins and stuff. Now I bought a couple and opened them, a couple skins, whatever. Changed my stuff around, whatever, If they want to sell you characters, you want to buy them, by all means, have fun with it. But no, it should not be made around the game itself. The game should not be made. We have to pay, put up a card to pay to win. Um, and that there pissed people off. And Destiny 2 is the next game I'm going to get into in a minute, but it's going to be more despicable than Anthem. Hell, and Anthem makes Destiny look like, like shit. Destiny makes Anthem like a freaking Super Mario Brothers, man. It's like a damn masterpiece compared to what Destiny 2 is. And friends suck hours into money. And I'm going to tell you some things I've read on there and some quotes I found. And it was like, damn, okay? So now I'm moving on, though. The next game on my list that I bought but didn't like but changed around a lot was Tom Clancy Division 2. I played the Division, the first one, and oh my god, it was so dumb. 5-year-old kids can play this. It wasn't difficult at all. All the enemies all the enemies were bullet sponges. No real sense of owning anything or just shooting them in a bunch of sponges. And and the enemy types are almost the same almost. Didn't think but I went ahead and bought it. No, I didn't buy it for $3.99. I bought it for $32.99. I bought the New York the New York expansion. Boost me up level 30. Of course, I boosted up level 31 when I killed somebody. I level 31. Yeah. The game's more intense to me than what it was in the first one. It seems the AI, the bots, the drones, you call them, are not bullet sponges. They actually hide, run around, they shoot, try to flank you. They run towards you. So, even with guns going, so guns are blazing. So, an interesting game. Ubisoft did a lot better than I thought they would. But they shouldn't have done it in the first place anyway. Lied about lying about the game itself, how it was, terrible, and how the game would have all this great stuff, and have snow and wind blowing in the first one. It was nothing, just nothing. Now now you shoot in the glass of the automobiles, and it's still like there's a lot of holes in that glass there. Why didn't it shatter? There's small things there that kind of bug me. But hopefully, they make Tom Clancy 3, and with the newer systems, they can hopefully make it better and better. So sky's the limit. So I bought it not $3, but I bought it for $32, a lot cheaper than it would have if I bought it separately. So I made out pretty good with it. And I'm gonna say it's a good game. It's hard to get into sometimes, but once you get into it, it's run around. It's a good game. Now, addressing the elephant in the room, we all know that GameStop is pretty much going out of business. This is part of my address to retouch on that stuff though a little bit. Not do like a 40-minute rant like I did last weekend or last week or whatever. But to really discuss the fact that the game itself, the company itself, is dead in the water. They're waiting for that final poke in the heart to finally go flatline. They're on life support. And I think it's time to pull the plug. I say by that is because I know there's a lot of good people that work. Like yes, I went to GameStop over an extra 11 Singo. I went in there last week. Yesterday actually. And I wanted a bit of ice cream and I wanted to buy stuff at Walmart. I'm a big guy, I shouldn't have it, but I have it anyway. And that being said, right, I went in there at 6 o'clock. It's okay, well, it's Monday. I went in there one time a year ago, 6 o'clock. It was pretty full. Year before that, pretty full. Pretty full. GameStop is losing customers because the first time I walked in there, she walked around the desk. Need help find anything today? Need help find anything today? I'm fine looking around. Well, we do check trades and stuff like that, and like, okay. I looked around a little bit and I walked out. Now I'm gonna buy Doom Eternal, but I'm gonna buy it at Walmart because it's $10 cheaper actually. And also, I don't care about the spiffs, about the extra stuff. Well, if I want the DLC stuff, extra stuff, I'll go buy it digitally. But Doom is kind of a game. Once I beat it, I'm done with it. I'll let a friend buy it from me or give it to a friend or whatever for a birthday present. And it sounds cheesy, but no, a lot of my friends don't care. A lot of them can't afford games like that. So they're very appreciative of me giving them a game I beat and played, and they can go play it. Hell, who cares, right? Look at I do keep some games like that. Witcher 3, Halo games I keep. Killzone. But yeah, though that's the biggest thing I have though. Really, with that, the GameStop is finally. I mean, it literally was so weird too. Everybody on YouTube been talking about for the last couple hours, days, weeks, months, years, about being harassed and almost assaulted by these, by these individuals, right? And I felt insulted. I'm like, you're walking in there. I walked in there, not even 2 seconds. You need help anything today? I'm fine. She walked around the desk and asked me again, maybe 20 feet from me, you need help find anything? We do tech trades. So I do thank you. We pre-order games too, and also if you have an Xbox One or PlayStation 3, we do buy two get one free. I'm thinking, I know you have to say this, but I was going to tell her, leave me alone. But I know she's doing her job. It's not her fault. The Micro Machine psycho people, the bosses that own this company. Now thinking, no, thinking Coleman, no, thinking of Golden Parachute, and they're gonna bail out. No, you know what's gonna happen too. You know what's gonna happen as well. Um, are forcing her to say this crap, not knowing, not knowing that it's ticking off the customers, or not really caring about the customers at that point. You know, it's not hard. A dog here, little doggy, puppy. Yes. Sorry, guys. Puppies. And my dog. Petting them. Um, it's not hard to understand why it pisses people off like that, but it does. It's insane that when you walk into a GameStop store, I know you've been watching videos about people beating the damn thing into the ground. My papers over here. Sorry, I tore them off here. This is a new sheet. I tore them off over here. Sorry. So I just took them up here and did that when I was talking to them. There we are. Okay. Send track here a little bit. Sorry. Um, but I understand they're doing a job, and I understand it tremendously. And I also understand what's going on. It's not anything that we have done to deserve it. They're just doing it because their bosses are psychopathic pieces of trash that want them to run around and harass people all damn day. That's what that is. It's not about, oh my God, let's go ahead and, get customer service. And number one, no. Do you want to buy? Do you want to reserve that game? Do you want a game rewards card? Do you want to sell your phone you're using to text your girlfriend? Do you want me to harass you all day long? That's what we're getting with GameStop. And sooner they die and go out of business, yes, a lot of people are going to lose their jobs. It's going to be damn well terrible. But you know what? If you work for GameStop and you're one of those guys sucking the balls of GameStop, you want to pull the balls out your mouth and realize, you know what? It's something, I need to go find another job because something's wrong with this company. When people are getting fired for something that happened 10 years ago with the mispunch communication, then there's trouble in paradise. When a company is literally going back and looking 10 years. Oh, I see when you started, you didn't do this. You're fired, and you're gone. And it happened to a lot of people, and I believe it. And why I believe for? Because this is GameStop over. This is GameStop we're talking about. I'm not trying to talk about Walmart that fire people and they want to help. People at Walmart will fire you, then hire you back. I knew a friend of mine who worked at Walmart, and he made the comment, and this is very vile comment, but he's like, it's a friend of mine up there at the facility at the DC area I work, distribution center. He's like, this guy came in one time, manager around, so you want to write me up? They write me the fuck up all they want. And literally, this person was fired 3 or 4 times and rehired every 6 months at Walmart because Walmart don't care. They hire people now. They're getting better and paying people, get better and finding people. I've heard you were there, and that's fine. Give me the Lord. But now you have to understand, though. You have to understand, though, what is being done at GameStop. They're harassing you. They're stalking you with their eyes. Even when you walk by the store, people are looking out the window. I see managers, people I know, looking at the window is walking by, wanting you to come in to buy something so they can harass you. I don't go there to buy anything. I went to Walgreens and bought some stuff. I bought, no, I bought my Xbox Live Ultimate on Xbox. I bought most of my games on PlayStation and Xbox. I don't go to a store. I go to a store. I go to Walmart. I get $10 cheaper at Walmart. I think Target is too as well. Sorry, guys. Cheaper as well. And you get it that way. And you get it cheaper. Yeah, you deal with some kid behind the damn store who don't care. Behind it, who don't care. But you know what? That's the way it is in retail. You can't make everybody the president of the company. Now you have to have so-called quotation, bottom feeders down there working. You have to have them too. That's the way. That's how thing works. So you people like that. It makes sense to have them doing that stuff. But when you're sitting there and you're a customer just trying to buy a damn game, they go out of business this month or next month. No, they're not going to make it to the 20 to the new console generation. If they do, it ain't going to matter. So that's GameStop part of the list on my address and my games in the state of the gaming address. Now, getting into the final thing here, I only made 3-4 pages long of things, not much at all. Like I said, it's a pilot one here. So then the future one might be a little longer. But we're getting to the Crisis 169, despicable rewards. We have a couple here, but mostly 2 of them. Right now, these 2 games to me have become the vileness of what we as gamers cause when we bend over and take it both ends. Take it in the ass and the mouth. And we smile and say, have another governor type of thing. Where people don't have no common sense to understand what is being done. And what's being done is talking about Anthem and Destiny 2 are to me the most vile games that should not exist on this planet or in gaming time. When you look 100 years from now and gaming is still around, hopefully, you're going to see, what? A Destiny 2 and an Anthem game really sucked ass. What they're going to be saying. It sucked so much ass, though, and it made the ass kisser at our office look like a damn freaking, damn freaking, pushover. The game sucked. Both of them did. I don't care anybody say, I like Destiny 2. You really gonna sit there and explain that when you spent $200 on a game? And I've read so many things on Xbox about, because Destiny 2 is free now. It's free to play. I can download it now and play it. Destiny 2 is free to play. Been away for almost a year now. For almost a year. Been away for almost a year, folks. That's the problem we have here, folks. We have a serious problem in the gaming, in the state of gaming. When these games like this, and Halo Master Chief Collection is the same thing, and Assassin's Creed, Assassin's Creed, I think it was Black Flag. I don't think it was Odyssey. Origins had issues too. Well, games were not fully finished, and they had to patch them. Sit out there, we'll fix it. You had some games like Anthem that would not, that bricked people's consoles, PS4s mostly, where Sony had to get refunds people who bought the game because it bricked their consoles. It wouldn't run, and what did run was total dog shit. That is a problem in gaming. And with Destiny 2, but okay, I went over this, okay? I mentioned I'm gonna go on here and look at some stuff here, and I'm gonna go on here and look at some stuff, and I want to tell you what's going on. I'm going right now. Yeah, you know, I want people to understand. I want people to understand this and get this. Um, I want people to understand this, and really get the fact that um, there is issues out there, and it's not something that you can sit there and just say, "Oh well, don't worry about it." Oh well, it's something that is understandable. It's not understandable when you're buying a game, folks, like Destiny 2, and uh, and you're sitting there really trying to understand what really happened to it and what really happened to the game and how it fell on its ass. Destiny 2 is not a good game. I don't care anybody tells me. You can drop money in my account. See, the Metacritic score is 87. You scored 4.3. People are pissed off on this. It's unfavorable. And I can tell you why it's unfavorable. A lot of people like it, but here's some issues here. Critics, they mentioned there's no enemies, less online trouble. Hardcore. And people don't understand why it gets bad reviews. Um, I'm trying to find some negative reviews so you guys understand. Cause I've read some online Xbox or like I spent $199 on the edition of this thing, and now it's free. Or I mean, it's literally just it's just people don't understand. Games joke: do not buy this time and promise without launch. Get ready for all the DLC. Milk your wallet dry. $60 buy and story is complete. Childish. Okay, well, as people here having issues. Minimum 6 hours and overpriced. People see 6 hours for the game. 6 hours to play this pile of shit. Not good as PS4 already gets all the content stuck with it. Watching Netflix. Been waiting for not so long. That came out in 2017. So a lot of these are old. But you know what though? I watched some Xbox ones, and it ain't no better. You know, uh, you know, for them, it ain't no better at all for them to really sit there and think that this game is going to be any different. What it was. And I know I'm beating a dead horse here. But you gotta understand though. You really gotta understand the game, and what you're playing on. You're playing a game that's now free to play. Once again, on Xbox 87, but the Metacritic score is 43. The game has its people. It's gonna be sucking the ass of it. Paid off critics and they mentioned and the game is terrible. And the game is terrible. And you can't make this stuff up. Now you cannot make this stuff up. You cannot tell people this game is anything other than garbage. And I think if you look at all the games that came out on this time, around this time, and about this time, it's just an abysmal mess. that people just don't understand why it happened. And I think it's safe to say that Anthem and Destiny 2 did a lot of damage to the gaming community about this. And Anthem was terrible, but Destiny 2 being free to play kicked people in the balls who spent $200 for it. Now, granted, I don't know how you spend $200 on a bunch of garbage. But I spent $80 on stuff. That's the highest I went. And I thought I was an idiot spending money on Battlefront 2. Titanfall 2 is a great game. I bought the 8-hour version as well too. But as well, you have to understand, Titanfall 2 has suffered a fate that got sandwiched between Battlefield 1 and Call of Duty, and it's better in both those games. I assure. And EA really wants more of that people. They can put it on Game Pass and let it run there for a while, because the game is cheap practically anyway. Put it on Game Pass and get the money out of Xbox pocket too as well for them, so they can play it. Because it is a good game. But yeah, guys, Anthem is garbage, and trying to reinvent it, and maybe they can reinvent the wheel. Maybe they can fix this broken down machine called Anthem. But Destiny 2 to me is a lost cause. Now I'm really pissed about Destiny because then I didn't buy it, but a lot of my friends did, and my brother did too. He bought it and he plays it like crazy and loves it. But I don't understand why you buy a game that's now free to play. You can buy it at Target for $7, Walmart and GameStop for like $5.99. You can play it free right now on Xbox. I go right now and download it right now and play it. I may do that just to see how crazy. Cause I never played the second one. I may do it just to sit there and golf at the fact that this thing is free to play. And a lot of people spent $200 plus on games also, and how they're charging more for the rest of the game and call it DLC content. So that being said, though, guys, I don't want people to understand that I'm hating on games. But this is my gaming address for the year. It happened so that the Anthem and No Destiny were part of that. Yes, they came out. Anthem Destiny came out before this address, but it became free to play during that lifetime. And I hear a lot of people cries on YouTube and people in game places in my job, and now they have issues like that and a problem like that. And I try to tell people, be careful of spending all that money on games, because the game, the game goes free to play. What's the point of running out there and buying it? Destiny 2 is a prime example. What happens when Destiny's gonna milk you? And I guarantee it's free to play, but I guarantee all their crap is locked by every nickel and dime milking they can do. And that's why if I download it, if I do it at all, I have enough room on my Xbox anyway. I might download my PS4. Um, I may do that just to see how it works, just see how it plays. It's probably the same game anyway. But that being said, guys, before I go, I have an announcement to make. It's pretty big. Will affect my channel somewhat, mostly, probably a lot. I accepted the job a weekday nights in my position, um, inventory team member at my position. So I work in 4:30 to 3 o'clock in the morning, Monday through Thursdays. So meaning I won't no longer be off anymore during Monday through Thursday. I'll be working. I'll be off the weekends. Like now, I work this Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I'm off Monday, then I start there Tuesday. Back at the same place that, which is nighttime. So it's a big enough thing now. It's a big enough change for people. For me, it's more money. It puts me above certain real where I want to be at and money wise. So it's nice money. It's more hours, even though I'm making good money anyway, which is differential. But yeah, guys, so you might see a lot less videos from me going forward after this week is done. I'll try to do what I can. I will bust out what I can, but I cannot guarantee that I'll be able to sit here and give you a video, especially if I'm having trouble sleeping and I'm going to be working 10-hour, 11.5 hour, 10-hour days, and you're running around doing stuff. It's going to be almost impossible sometimes. I know it's not something that people want to do. I know, but I need the money. And I'm here for the money. I have plenty of friends. You guys here, and also people at the place I work at, a family. But you know what? I want the money now. Now I want to start making more money, and this is more financially secure for me. I've been in the company 15 years, and this is a real good thing for me. It opens many doors for me, and something that I want to do. Now I can transfer back around to weekend daytime, weekend nights, weekday daytime if I choose to. I could if I wanted to. It's up to me, and up to to what I want to do. And this is why my video here. I'm making a special announcement. This is my breaking bulletin here. Um, that is really good for me. It helps me out financially. Sleep wise would be interesting because I haven't worked overnights in years, over a decade. But I'll find out how it works. And if I want to transfer back to daytimes or weekend daytime, what I can do that. I'm gonna give like 6 months of this and see how it works. They called me today. I got a message on my phone. I called them back and they offered me a position. And I didn't decline it. I know I was worried, but I said, yeah, I'll take it because I knew that it's inventory stuff. I know how to count. I've done it before in stores, so I know what to do. It's a whole different system than what I'm used to. You know what? I gotta learn. Now I'm getting off production, so it's no longer production lines for me. So it's a whole new avenue. So my job is pretty much looking a little more different, and not as bleak as I got in production, but no, a lot more detail, a lot more responsibility, a lot more what if scenarios may happen if I don't count correctly and miss something wrong and can make a big mess. So it's all attention to detail with this job I'm going into. So to say I'm not nervous is an understatement. And to say that I have no fear, I'll be lying to you. And you, my fans, I will not lie to you, my fans. And I will not lie to my subscribers. I'll do what I can to tell you the truth without, without revealing my social security number or my credit card information. I'm gonna do what I can to get you guys to understand the truth, and let you guys know I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie. I said those things, do things, because I'm not gonna tell you everything about me except the important stuff, where I live, social security, and my credit card information, or my personal problem, private. No one's gonna know about them but me. So that's why I'll tell you everything you want to know except those three information. So I'm very, very open about myself. Very open to tell people about myself. So, I go to the gym every day. I have to go, Friday, Saturday, and Sundays. It's gonna be pretty crowded up there. About to go 2 hours a day. Those days I'm off. It's gonna be rough because I had 4 days off Monday, Thursday to go. If I ain't feel good one day, I can go back and do a little more next day. Well, I can't do that anymore. So that's my video, guys. That's my biggest news there in the end. Thank you for being part of my first address, State of the Gaming Address 2020. Probably 2019. I don't know if I didn't. I may edit it. I don't know. Sure, I might let it go and do next year. Do maybe Game Address 2020, 2021. If I continue to do YouTube, I don't know. I'll find out later on down the line. Because if I get more money in the place I'm in, I might retire from YouTube. I do it for fun, folks. I don't do this for a career. A lot of you guys who have a lot of subscribers do it because it's your job, and that's fine with me. But I have a full time gig, so I have no problem worrying about that. So, Godspeed, all you. Please pray for the victims of the tornado and any other issues that happened in Nashville and also in other states you're in. If you're watching this in the future, my condolences to anybody who lost anybody in the future. Tornadoes, so because this is going to be replayed probably over and over again. But I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you guys' time and effort. When you're down there, comment below, like, subscribe, turn notifications on, ring my bell, share my videos. It helps out a lot. Share my channel helps a lot too as well. And we'll see what happens. I start that new job on the 10th of March. That's next week. So I'll work all weekend long. I'm off one day. I start back up again. Oh boy. Peace, love, guys. See you guys later. Peace out.